This is Franco Brenton. He is the former director of athletics and is now the consultant to the athletic director. He's been with Point for 36 years. So, how are you doing today?
Good morning, Taylor.
Good. Good morning. So, how do you think your leadership role affects the athletic department, the athletes, and the community?
One of the things, and I know this is cliche, but it's very true, is most people don't really care what you know until they know that you care. So spending time attending events and supporting your staff and your student athletes hopefully has a positive impact on them when they know you want to be there and you have a vested interest in the department and the people in the department.
Perfect. Thank you. And so for our class, we've been reading a lot of articles on leadership, and one particular had 4 different types of leadership style. Mm-hmm. There's autocratic, which is there's managerial, they're more concerned with the process and how everything's run. Democratic, kind of like our society, they consult everyone, everyone's important, they want to know what everyone thinks. And collaborative, where they get everyone involved, there's not just one person telling everyone what to do. Of those 4, which one do you think suits you most, or which ones do you think suit you the most?
Yeah, I don't know that. I use something that I think is what I call a more participative style of management, and one that isn't listed there. I call it management by walking around. One of the things I think it's important to do is to see your people in their natural work style. We all have a natural work style and then a bit of a stress style. Want to see people in their natural style doing things that they do well and acknowledging that. So I take a lot of laps around this building, go to the athletic training room, the equipment room, places where people are working, and go to practices once in a while, go to all home events. I want people to feel comfortable that I'm there and then just continue doing what they do. Mm-hmm. And a lot of management is about relationships.
I agree.
And it doesn't mean everybody's best friends or we all stand around holding hands singing Kumbaya, but a lot of what you're doing is about relationships, and you've heard this at our staff meeting. Mm-hmm. But I really encourage our coaches to treat our student athletes in the manner that they would want their children treated, because every one of those student athletes is somebody's son or somebody's daughter. Mm-hmm. And to that end, it doesn't mean that you don't get on them once in a while, but for people will respond well to constructive criticism if the majority of your interaction with them is positive.
Absolutely, that's a good point.
It's like raising children, and I don't mean to equate our coaches or student athletes. But if you put your arm around them and tell them you love them 9 times out of 10, that 10th time when you have to discipline or provide some kind of corrective feedback, they're much more willing to accept it because they know you have pretty much unconditional regard for them as a person. Mm-hmm. The other thing is when we do any kind of constructive criticism, we try to focus on the behavior itself and not the person. In other words, I can still care a great deal about you and have a great deal of regard for you, but there's a certain behavior that we need to look at. And as long as you focus on behavior in the constructive part of things, people are much more willing to accept that if they know that you do care about them and have regard for them.
Mm-hmm. I've only been here a month, and I can see you have great relationships with the athletes and everyone here on staff. So, well, thank you for your time, and there's a lot we learned there, so Have a good day.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.